Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We are going to dive back into this today. My voice was not at 100% last week. It's feeling better now. And I was kind of busy as well. So I didn't end up recording last week, so we took a week off. But we're back. That may well mean I have no idea what I'm doing. I just have nightmares about these bears. You could even call them night bears. So, from what I remember, we have like 3 Psyche locks to unlock. There's a lot of them. I think we've examined everything we can in here. I'll just double check that. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else we can do. Obviously there's the guitar case that's weird. There's this drink that's weird. Just checking that phone on the bed wasn't anything. Tomato juice, I guess. There was something weird about one of the plates in the other room as well. Let's go back out into the hallway. Yeah, so this... there's something weird about the plates. One of them doesn't have a knife. I don't know how much that means anything. I think we got everything in here as well. So I think you had a Psyche lock, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna see who all has the Psyche locks and what they're like. This is a 4-1. Motive for murder, that was it. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Onguard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that. Okay. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Huh, okay. So that will be an interesting one to try and suss out. Nothing about the windows that I can see. I'm just triple checking everything. Let's have a look at the court record as well, just catch myself up to speed. So we've got this one, that's fine. We've got the press conference ticket. It's got a 16 on it, I don't know if that means anything. Got the radio transceiver. Lotta's camera is missing. Yeah, the map isn't going to prove anything right now. Oh, that's the knife that's missing from this room. I think. Okay, let's have a look at the profiles. Oh, it's still got the words investigative photographer. Like, I take my time so much with that to make sure I say it right now. Bad terms with Onguard. And then Karma's there. Okay. So I don't think this is going to be our first lead. Let's present the Magatama here. See how many locks. Was she a 3? No, she's a 2. Okay, so this could be a good place to start. Big scoop. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I, for my scoop. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. But that's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Oh, could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person? I think it might be Adrian Andrews. This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ongar's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager, caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? We got one. You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. You can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. It was the fact that she said she's, like, about the not being, like, close or intimate or whatever it was with anyone. Or not being good at it. That tipped me off to that. Otherwise, I don't think I'd have got that, so... You gotta have backup. Backup. Yeah, you gotta have that, what's it? News source? You mean news source? That's it. So, show me something that shows that Juan guy had something with Miss Andrews. I don't know if we have this evidence. But that's a good thing to know. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I wanna, go back to Viola. Oh, there's some new stuff in Viola Hall. Okay, that's good. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Ah, Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. I don't remember what voice I did for him. Let's ask him about stuff. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers, Aluminium Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. The Love Y in near Old Tokyo. I see. Oh, wait. A love what? A love Y. This girl, Sayo, works at a tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo, does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 AM. I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theatre starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. Okay, and then the Jammin Ninja. Let's learn about this. So what's the Jammin Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. I was getting into my, clown voice then. It goes up and down like this. I don't know why I decided on that for him. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then, the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jamin versus the Muromachi 5. Is that going to be like a mariachi band of evil people? Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jamming cold the night before Battle 3. Oh, that's too bad for him. Yeah, but this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl. What happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 AM. Which show should I watch? I can't believe she's really considering it. Okay, let's present some stuff. Do you know about the camera? No. Cool. I can't believe it. A kidnapping. Do you remember what the person looked like who gave this to you? It was that bellboy, and I didn't suspect a thing because he looked like such a normal old man. Old man, huh? The bellboy did not look like an old man from what I remembered. We don't have the profile of the bellboy in here yet, okay. They called this so suddenly that something about it just seems off, you know? You mean the press conference? Yeah, he said, there's something I'd like to confess if I win. I heard he faxed his request for a conference into the office only yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, that is kind of sudden. But I guess his manager set everything up somehow, so he was lucky. Nice manager. Okay, he doesn't want to talk about that. That's fine. That guitar case, that was Juan's. I'm guessing you've seen this case before. It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. The bright red guitar, the Jammin' Ninja's signature item. But if the guitar is so important, how could he forget it for the award ceremony? That does seem a little strange. Tomato juice was a long shot. Okay, I feel like there's more. Let's do some profiles. He debuted around the same time as Matt and everything, you know. Really? It started out small. First it was singing contests, then swimming competitions. Then it was bowling tournaments, and then it was who could throw the best New Year's parties. One was always trying to one-up Matt. But lately, those two were escalating to more and more dangerous things. I thought that no good would come of it all, so I began to worry. Too bad Juan's story ended so soon. Matt's younger than me, but you can practically see his star potential. Star potential? I got his autograph the other day. Feels kind of wrong now, doesn't it? I don't care what people say, Matt didn't kill Juan. I know he didn't. Sorry about my phone there. Just move that further away. I never would have thought I'd see her here of all places. The last time we saw each other was during that really bad incident, you know. I mean, when I look back now, I think of the good things, so it's not so bad, I guess. Yeah, I would love to go back in time and relive a few of those good things. That's not funny. Yeah, I guess not. That was a bit rude. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumour going around about her right now. A rumour? Ah, if you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. He's so happy he looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. This might be the spicy info that we need. We've got the gossip on Adrian. It's probably not pronounced Adrian, I'm thinking about it, but it's probably Adrian or something. I'm gonna go with Adrian because that's how my brain reads it. Ah, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Ms. Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Ms. A.A. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. Which means, if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA... Adrian Andrews? Yeah, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Ms. Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client? Ah, it's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Wells is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. An article from the tabloid gossip land, god. That is a bit trash. Okay, but we can go and unlock Lotta's psyche log with this and find out more. That's a really good step. Have some hot chocolate here. It's a bit weak because it was just however much was in the bottom of the tub. It's still tasty. Big scoop. Okay. So I think we were meant to go back, talk to What's His Nuts, and then find out about this. What's His Nuts? Will Powers. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. Or why What's His Nuts was my first thought of something to call him. Oh dear. This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt On Guard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah, you gotta have that, what's it, news source? You mean news source? That's it. So show me something that shows that one guy had something with Miss Andrews. And then we go for this tabloid clipping. Hell yeah. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Ms. A.A. Ah. Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. On Guard's manager, Adrian Andrews, has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corrida's door last night. Where? Unlock successful. Let's go. Let's talk about the big scoop. You were looking into Mr. Corrida and Ms. Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was going to get myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Her initials are AA, what kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are going to want to see real proof. Well, at least I do, so that's what I was doing. Getting photos. Oh. I'm going to whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. And spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, Lotta, nice journalistic integrity you got there, that's what I was thinking. Way to do ethical journalism, Lotta. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. We done run off together. I came here for my big story, didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now anyway? Never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Lotta's camera has been updated. Okay. So we can probably make a little bit of progress in there. But let's have a look if this sparks anything. No. Okay, you've got a Psyche Lock as well, so let's check your Psyche Lock out. You've got a Fora as well. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. I always forget what voice I do for her. I think it's just kind of similar to Phoenix's voice. Then please, tell us what you saw. But, oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you young'un's expense. I am a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. This one? Hang on, I need to read that again just to be sure. Let's also save here. Because I don't want to burn through my investigative goodwill. Okay. I mean, we'll try this. Okay, yeah. That's one's autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says, "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy. Somehow I don't think one had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Oh shit. Wow, she must really want this autograph, yeah. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag ready to open up her heart, all for my dearest Juan. That was it? That's all it took? Okay. Unlock successful, let's go. Autograph given to Wendy Dearest. I feel bad for you now. Huh? I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding? Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part at the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. You're an arsehole. But Mr. Engard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Mr. Engard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. Engard do to you to make you so... You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick. But what is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do viles and vile temptress mean? Oh, Pearls. Ugh. How about we just listen to what Ms. Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Ms. Oldbag, who is this woman you were talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose. His own manager? Oh, his own manager, but why? I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Ms. Oldberg? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. Engarde did what you say he did? Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so. Ugh. Of course, a tabloid. Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Ms. Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Hehehe. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. If we present this... No, she doesn't say anything to that. Okay. What if we try and talk about good old Adrian Andrews? No. Okay. Just climb it up. Oh, we've also got the Criminal Affairs Department that we can look into. I think, is Gumshoe helping us with this one? Slightly. Okay, this takes us back to the hallway. Let's see if we can get through this. How far through this we can get, like, certain, like, that we're certain of. Okay. Okay, the article is the first one. You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see, however, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corrida for this person's sake? Matt Engarde. You really still not understand? What? It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others. But you're a manager. It's called a job. I'm in charge of Mr. Engarde the star, not Matt Engarde the man. Uh-oh. And you are not my client. Okay. This is my subtle hint to go home, but I know you must have had a need to get close to the victim. Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corrida, as if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corrida for this person's sake? We'll just try a few, because we can reload, because we know what we need to do for Oldbag. Probably her own sake, maybe. Or not. Okay, we'll keep going. I know this is a bit of guesswork at the minute. Okay, it's not any of the three of them. So there's a person whose sake we need to discover. But we're gonna reload. Maybe Will Powers. Random guess, it wasn't. Okay. There's more stuff we need to discover. Okay, so let's load. Now we know this Psyche Lock is a little easier than we gave it credit for. Skip through this, we get all the great sound effects. Hell yeah. Okay, talk about this again. One guard's passed. Screaming Juan, look at Scandal. Okay, so we need to discover a person. For whom Adrian Andrews got close to Juan Corrida. Let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department there. March 21st, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Detective Gumshoe said they have an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal? Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Airtight evidence. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's 2 big pieces. 2? And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. On Guard. Yup, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is... the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, little missy, it's obvious. They're Matt On Guard's. Tomorrow's trial, talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, for real. Airtight testimony. What about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Ms. Oldbag. I thought so. Me too. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well... I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down, trust me. Yeah, well, Ms. Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way! Worth a shot. We're pretty interested in this bit, We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Corrida, but why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Impax. She was Juan Corrida's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Ms. Impax was Ms. Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Ms. Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. A mentor? A woman who was both Mr. Corrida's manager and Ms. Andrews' mentor. Did her suicide have something to do with this case? You want to know more about her, pal? I do indeed. Celeste Impax. She was the victim's manager and was also Ms. Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but... where? I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Ms. Von Karma? You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do. Scruffy, you have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait, please, wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll start... Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Hello, Edgeworth. Who? That voice. Edgeworth! Phoenix's boyfriend is back! Play the victorious music. It's been a long time, right? This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth. What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. Damn. You. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed, to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. The case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Hello, Edgeworth. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died. Mr. Nick. I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Now shut up and kiss me. I mean, are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack, and working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? Lots of images of you two kissing. A lot of things may have happened, however Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? I think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It would be better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What's your reason? Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. Save their lives. Save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. Damn, just called him not a prodigy. It looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. We're looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. Okay, let's actually try this. This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Carita's manager. And then, a few months later, Celestine Pax died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes, but there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. Interesting translation there. A riddle. A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Interesting. Ms. Inpax's death was most certainly a suicide, of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? But how do you know Ms. Inpax had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. If I say his name too fast and pronounce it incorrectly, it's going to be a whole different story. I don't want to do him that disservice yet. I don't know him well enough. The victim. He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note, but why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. And now I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report, part 1 anyway. Part 1. Suicide report added to the court record. Okay. Let's have it. Oh. It's a very short suicide report. Deceased Celeste Inpax found by Juan Corrida was a suicide note hidden. But we have more stuff to do at the hotel. Can we talk to you about Celeste? No. Okay. Can we talk to Old Bag about Celeste? No. Okay. If I feel the need to as well, I can... Oh, that's the wrong... Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I can go back to the detention center, I think. Maybe? I don't know if I can, actually. Ooh, update here. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, on guard's hotel room. Looks like Miss Andrews isn't here. That's not good. I still have a few questions I want to ask her. And she has that psyche lock on her heart, right? Well, we don't have much of a choice. I guess we'll have to come back later. Okay. That's really annoying. Okay. Let's check the other room just in case she's gone in there. No. Go to the detention center. Yes, there's new stuff here. Okay. March 21st, detention center visitors room. Ah, the lawyer dude. So what did you find out? Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference he was supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. I think we had this text last time. And that's when the detective in that green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida, what sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try to make a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we all know it'd fail. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know? Let's ask him about good old manager, Lady Adrian Andrews. That's my manager. Did you meet her? Yeah. What do you think? Strong woman, right? And she takes good care of me. You're such a mama's boy. Okay, let's ask about Celeste. Oh, we've got a music stop. That's spicy. What's wrong? How much do you know? What do you mean, how much? Mr. Lawyer, I may be your client, but I hope you'll keep yourself out of my personal life. No, I would never. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lunch appointment I have to keep. You're in detention. Who in the world are you going to eat with? The security guard? Mr. Nick. This Celestine Pax lady. Somehow I get the feeling she's a very important person in all this. Yeah, me too. Okay. So now if we go back to the hotel. Damn it. Okay, in that case, back to criminal affairs. We've got everything we can out of him. She doesn't have anything for that. Does she have anything for the suicide report? No, okay. Let's go... Oh, actually, we could ask... I don't think we presented the suicide report here. No, okay. No, nothing about that, okay. Let's... ask a few people about the camera. Nope. Okay, I feel like there's something that I need to present to someone. We've got 4 things from her already. We've only got 3 from him. Did we do this? No. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way. Has anything changed in the hotel room? Let's just double check. Just check that we don't have any, like, fresh... No, we don't have any fresh magnifying glasses. Matt Onguard's not here, so... I'll double check, but I don't think there's anything we'll get from examining here. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? The Hero of Heroes award ceremony? The Grand Prize got away from the Jam Ninja again? Can you be reading something more important? Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Oh, it's kind of cute. Mr. Nick, what is this stuffed animal's name? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's this precinct's mascot, you know. Oh, wow. I'll get him assigned mascot of every police station if it's the last thing I do. I hope you succeed in your mission, sir. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they were a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Hang in there, you'll be okay, buddy. You're not injured that badly. A hangnail isn't... Hey, Gumshoe! 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 He must be doing image training for when a fellow officer is injured. Bless him. What are we missing? Apart from our client and his manager. We're missing something from Lotta, maybe. Nothing from Edgeworth. Nothing about Edgeworth. Okay. No. Surely I must have presented this already. Hey, what's that? A press conference ticket? How come I ain't got myself one of them? But please don't direct your anger at me. Why in tarnations wasn't I invited to that? How come someone on the bottom of the popularity chart like you got the info, but not me? Info like that is worth nothing to you, am I right or what? Is that the kind of person she thinks I am? Are you going to stand there and take that, Mr. Nick? Oh, worth a try. Okay, she gave us that photo anyway. Just trying a few different things, see if anything sticks. Okay. I'm not 100% sure what to do now. We've still got space for dialogue options from Will Powers and Lotta Hart. And we've got a whole ass psyche log to break that we now can't break now that we have the info to break it. And our clients run off and refuses to talk to us about stuff. So, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I think I'm going to save there. And we will carry this on next time, and probably end up jumping into the trial as well. It feels like we're probably close to getting the first day of trial. And I will have a think about it, and figure out some different stuff to try. Before next time, I think. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I feel like we made a lot of good progress. And with the exception of the bit that I reloaded, I didn't take any... I'm still on full health gauge, or whatever it's called. Like the full leniency. So, that is going to be it for today. We will try and figure out what's happening next time. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.